lights go green and the mics ignite. Virtual Grip Network grips the night.
We are live on the Virtual Grip Network. I'm Zach Chapman, a.k.a. Shaggy. And tonight, I'm flying solo for Race 4 of the Bootleg Racing League SteelCraft Structures Super Late Model Series. SteelCraft changes lives through excellence, leading the steel structure industry in quality and service, while following Christ as our guide and sharing his light. Whether you need a carport, garage, workshop, barn, or a commercial building, SteelCraft is here to help you build with confidence. To get started or for more information, please visit steelcraftmetal.com or call 980-434-5400. Now, when you do reach out, please mention the Bootleg Racing League or the SteelCraft Structures Super Late Model Series and receive up to 15% off of your structure. Only Soup was here to sing the jingle. Last week, the BRL Super Lates went down south, where we would see a man do what some drivers will never accomplish. 3 wins in a row from Mr. James Lowe. A feat so astounding that rumor has it, short track Voldemort himself, Mr. J.R. Shepherd, may have to come back and try to tame the Metal Lion. No matter where he's had to line up this season, he's found a way to work through traffic and get that machine out front. Will the success continue tonight for James on his quest for the perfect season? Or will tonight be the night that a guy like Feemster can get it done and steal his first checkered flag? Let's find out as the field's just about set and ready to go for 100 laps at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Now here's where, I would say, hey, let's talk about the track. But I talk about the racetrack. And I'm telling you, Myrtle Beach is going to be one of those racetracks where not a lot of banking here tonight. You're going to see guys want to get to the inside, but at the same time, if you want to be, that pain on the outside, you can be a thorn severely in their side. Pinch them down and can't float up to the backstretch coming out of the corners. You're going to be in trouble. It is going to be a long haul. Brian, we don't have a lot of time, I see. But real quick, why don't we throw up the series standings here before we take a look at the starting lineup for tonight. And James Lowe, you can see 12-point lead, commanding lead right now, only 3 races into the season. Of course, Chris Worrell and Kyle Feemster right there, as well as the boss man, Low Jewel. He lost 2 spots last week, but nothing a top 5 couldn't change here. Well, getting quiet here. Music about to close, and, well, we're about to take a look at tonight's starting lineup for your SteelCraft Structures Super Late Models. Ryan, roll it up. Let's take a peek. Starting on the pole, the 6 of Kurt Smith to the outside, the 79 of Adam Shane. Row 2 to the inside, the 76 of Jeff Sharp. To the outside, the 87 of Todd Listen. The inside of row 3, running a special paint scheme this week in honor of his mom, who just got out of surgery. Laura Harden, we're happy that you can watch tonight. See what Jeffrey can do for you in that 36 machine. But his outside, the 32 of the caveman, Trey Bloom. Row 4 to the inside, the 06 of Chris Worrell. To the outside, the 14 of Kyle Feemster. Row 5 to the inside, the 99 of James Lowe. To the top shelf, the 40 of Lewis Flower. Row 6 to the inside, the 25 of Tom Hilbert. To the outside, the 52, Steve Hilbert. Row 7 to the inside, the 93 of the Lipper, Chris Hazlett. To the outside, the 75 of the Canadian Goose, John Wilson. And row 8 to the inside the 70 of Ruben Altis, to the outside the 7 of Chris Davis. And Ryan, what a whisper in my ear, was that Adam Shane there still sitting on third? Okay, Adam Shane starting from the pits here, missed the grid. That is gonna be an uphill battle here. Uphill battle for the shoe, but I don't know how you guys feel. I mean, I don't want to be the jinx, but I don't think we're going to be going 100 laps here, green flag. So as long as Adam can keep pace, stay up close, and don't go a lap down, you catch that caution, and it may actually be an advantage here if he nurses those tires and takes it easy. The cars roll through 3 and 4 for the final time. We take a look to the South Carolina sky. The green flag's high. Let's watch the rubber fly. 100 laps to play. And boy, oh boy, battle for the lead right away. Kurt Smith to the inside. Liston, though, getting that run on the outside that I was talking about. You don't want pinched down on the bottom, especially if you're Kurt Smith right now on cold tires. It's going to be wishy-washy coming out of the corner, and Todd Liston taking advantage here of really just Kurt having to take it easy, just walking the dog. But Kurt, you see, tires slowly starting to warm up. Here he goes, fighting back to the inside. Liston really drives it in deep on the top shelf. Gonna work right now. You do that too many laps in a row, though. Right front gonna go away. Could have shut the door. Stayed up high. Kurt Smith dives in low one more time. Liston with a good run off at 2. He's got it. Meanwhile, battle behind here for third as well. Teamster already up 5 spots. Boy, oh boy, hiking on the outside. Somebody's ready to play. Kyle Feemster looking for his first checkered flag of the season, and he's off to a great start. But he may run out of impatience here as he inches closer. They continue to run side by side in front. Look at that, 2 by 2. 4 guys under the blanket. And I don't know about you guys, but man, you want 4 guys under one blanket, you know, that's normally a top dollar pay-per-view show. Unbelievable. We're getting it for free here on BGN. To the outside one more time. Liston not giving up. Feemster, though, likes the run on the inside that he sees Kurt getting. Tries to inch up underneath, but man, he's not close enough. If you're Liston here, you may think enough's enough. Lick the paws, admit defeat, get in line, but no. He swings on the outside one more time like Tarzan. Going into 3, high, wide, and handsome. Kurt Smith gets the elbows out, rubs him up the racetrack, and here we go. Battle on for 5th there, too, as I don't really want to peek away from the leaders, but man, side by side everywhere. This is great. These guys using up every inch, and we're only on lap 7, coming to lap 8 this time. Give that lap to Liston. Kurt, though, not going away. This may be the run Liston needs. No, he's got to lift off. Got in a little too early. Drives it in deep, but he can't slam the door shut. You can feel the draft down low. Oh, Liston slamming it shut. The electric bill's getting high. He does. Oh, boy, a 9-lap battle for the lead. That's what you want to see. And if you're a guy like James Lowe, he was looking to go 4 in a row, as we mentioned. He loved hearing that. I mean, constant side by side. Well, he's just kind of getting to hang out in that blue and white machine. You see the side by side in front of them. That's Jeff Sharp and Chris Worrell, who just kissed the outside wall going down the backstretch. He can't fall in line. James Lowe, got to pick him up and put him down when you can, but Worrell not done. Gets a run back on the outside. Ooh, the 76 there of Jeff Sharp. Thought he was going to move him up the racetrack. Played nice there, and you can see the 06 gets a big run down the backstretch. Sharp playing nice again, and this is where, if you're that guy on the outside, you know, you can do this, but boy, oh boy, that guy on the inside is in the driver's seat. One mistake out of Jeff Sharp. You know, I mean, if he's just tired of being patient, he just jumps it up there, grabs the throttle a little too early. The 06 of Worrell is going to be the one who pays for this. Oh, contact up front. Oh, Feemster. Can't tell what happened to him. Ryan will grab me a replay here. As, okay, Ryan, go to the blimp camera. We're going to need it here, trust me. I don't know what happened there. If Kurt is going down to, kind of block here, gonna lift out, this is a weird one for me. Okay, actually, now that we saw it there, yep, he gets a little loose, kisses the wall, and comes down the racetrack and beats her. I'll tell you what, how did he not hit it? I mean, that's crazy. He got within probably 1.5 feet of that inside wall, just clips Davis here, but man, what a job. Now his tires are going to be upset. Remember, we don't get to go down pit road, get new tires, so he's going to have to deal with them the rest of the race, but fenders are straight, and Kurt Smith, let's see here. So Kurt Smith, he's on pit road. I want to rewind one more time on my personal thing. I wouldn't think. Oh, okay. Kurt Smith, actually, now that I'm looking, he did in that initial spin. He clipped the wall pretty hard on that left front. I was wondering why he would want to come down pit road, but I can definitely see after looking back at it, he ate a little bit there with that left front. Well, we broke down that replay a little bit. They're going to get the 1 to green next time by, so we won't pull up a guy this time. Fish around with that next time, but I'll tell you, now we can take a better look here. That Harden scheme, Ryan. Let's go ahead. Let's take a peek at that 36. Oh, look at that. I'll tell you what, cancer does suck. Amen there, Jeff. It's for his mom. Well, he said both his parents are watching, so sorry, Alan. I didn't mean to, throw you under the bus, forget about you, but you know how it goes. I mean, women always first. I mean, you know that more than me, I'm sure. Still happily married after all these years. I don't need to tell you. In fact, I should be coming to you for some advice here, I would think, is drivers double up, roll off at 2 here. We'll go down the backstretch for the final time. Arden in a really good spot here. Inside of row 2. If he gets a good jump, go to work on the caveman, and all of a sudden, he's sitting P2. Of course, James Lowe shouldn't be surprised outside of row 3. Oh, good early jump there from Liston. Wasting no time. I was not ready to even give you guys my spiel here. Harden wasting no time either. Moves whirl up the racetrack. They're side by side. This is the battle for third. Here you go. The caveman, though, sends it in deep. Look at him flirting for the lead. It's been a while since we've seen Trey Bloom up at the front here. In the super late models, Trey enters way low. Liston liking that outside. That's where he got the lead. Remember, started P2. Didn't start on the inside. And actually, listening, according to what I'm seeing on the SDK, started P4. So I missed something. Shame on me. Caveman, though, looking for the lead here. Inches ahead, but at the middle point of the backstretch, Liston pulls even. This is where he's been the better car. On the outside, he drives it in deep into 3. There you see, beats him to the line. But 1 and 2, just so good on the bottom is the caveman that he's able to clear the 87 if he wants to. Leaves him room on the outside. Doesn't pinch off his corner entry speed, and caveman playing nice here. They've got plenty of laps to go, only on lap 22. Let's hop around to the 7 here, Ryan. Look at Davis working on the bottom. Already up 9 spots, trying to make it 10. If he can get by Jeff Sharp, Chris Davis started 16th. Shotgun on the field. Well, I guess technically 16th, but we saw what happened to Adam Shane. So, oh, James Lowe. He got the outside wall. How did that happen here? You guys stay live. He did it solo all by himself. Just kisses the middle of the backstretch, and uh-oh. This could just be the night. I mean, James Lowe, it's very early. Did he damage that race car? Did he upset the handling? If he did, long way to play as the caution flag waves one more time, and it's my fault. My producer echoes into my ear. I just mentioned Adam Shane's name. Should have known better. Well, we're going to see. Okay, so the same thing happens to him here. Slow this down, Ryan. Flips the wall there. Then he gets a shot in the rear. And that is exactly, excuse me as I let go of my mic. That is exactly what happened to James Lowe earlier. I don't know what it is with that backstretch wall, but we've seen it happen at some iRacing tracks where, you know, not that, don't get me wrong, in real life, if you clip the wall, you know, it's obviously, it's going to slow you down. But it's almost dragging these guys to a slow there. Maybe there's a little jut out point on the wall, but man, I've seen it cost 2 drivers there. That one led to a caution flag. And let's see, Ryan. Let's go ahead. Let's pull up Jeff. Running the paint scheme inside the top 3. We'll keep it quick here because I'm all by myself here tonight, so I won't bug you too long, Jeffrey. But I do love that paint scheme, and we know Mama and Papa's out there watching. What do we got to say to them? Their boys running in the top 3. Uh-oh, Jeff's push talk may not be working here. Or he may be speechless after that intro. We'll have to see. Do we got a copy here, Jeff? Nope, he's warming up the tires. I don't know what's going on. We'll send him back to the den here. I promise, Mom and Dad. You know, we pulled him down. Maybe just so focused. That's the angle we're going to take here. I mean, he's just in the zone. No, we're still not coming to 1 to green. So when we do come around, okay, never mind. I lied. We are coming 1 to green, so trying to do a little bit of math here. Got 72 laps still left to go. Sound about right? We'll be on. Yeah, it sounds about right. The caveman definitely not feeling comfortable yet, but he's got to get one of those Todd Liston style starts. I mean, Liston got a great jump the last time. Let's see if the caveman can do it. Don't want Liston on the outside as we look at North South Carolina sky. The green flag is high. We watch the rubber fly. We're back underway at the Myrtle Beach Speedway here. Battle on for second. Not just yet. World can't get there. Tries to get there. Inches there. Does finally get there. The 87 drives it in deep, though, on the outside. Here we go. Beating and banging there further back in line. You saw it at the bottom of your screen. They space out there a little bit, but it leads to double file. Sharp on the outside. That's the 40 machine of, I believe, Lewis Flowers. Yes, it is. Best view in the house here for Mr. Harden. Watching a side-by-side. Chooses to go with Whirl on the inside. Right now, Liston not giving up, holding his ground. But as I mentioned, you know, you run that outside too hard. You keep driving it in real deep. You are going to pay for it. We're only on lap 31. And here he goes. Already, you know, maybe wishing he had the sandbox all to himself here, because having to drive it in that deep on the outside, just wearing, gritting up your tires. Harden, though, can't get to the inside. Now Kenny, Liston overdrives corner entry. Could have gotten to the bottom, chose not to. You're clear, not clear. Car on the inside. Harden gonna look one more time. Pulls up ahead. Kenny clear him going down the backstretch. They may have touched. Liston almost runs over the rear there of the 36. Can Liston get down in line this time? No. Mr. Aggressive here. Chris Davis on the inside. Pulls the 7. Oh, he had to let off the throttle. Liston didn't shut the door, though. And, man, just ahead there, Harden almost laid the bumper there to Whirl. Boy, oh, boy, we are racing. Davis down to the inside there. Could not tell what happened. What did we miss? Couldn't tell if he floats up into Liston or if Liston maybe comes down into him. Either way, Davis gonna pay the price here, and he is gonna be hoping for a caution. I'll tell you what, right now this side-by-side action going on all over the track. Just don't throw a caution, the caveman says. He's saying, be nice. As the goose pulls to the inside, there we go. We're watching some more inside. Teamster, watch the wreck, boys. Oh boy, oh boy. I saw the 36 of Harden slow down here, and that is definitely where it starts. So Ryan will basically have to go to the start of the lap, because you'll see when we click to it, there is a lot of lane changing that is going to cause this. So Harden is going to go up high, almost runs over the 6. Liston was on. So he gets into the back of the 36, and here we got a pile up. And that's just, I mean, it's going to happen. But at the end of the day, it's like in my ear, it does. It looks like everyone survived. And, Ryan, do you mind? Could we watch that again, but on board with James Lowe? I wouldn't mind seeing what kind of damage he sustained. Got into it pretty good. Let's see. Because, he was... Oh! Doesn't look like the damage is too severe on our ends, but you never really know with, net code, or internet coding and stuff like that. Could be more severe than it looks, because that was a pretty hard shot. And well, I jinxed the caution. I just said the caveman didn't want one. He gets one, and this will re-rack and restack the field. But I think, too, how far is Teamster? He's gotten back up 9 after being involved in that first one. Now, not that we're going to write Teamster off here, but I just don't think he's... Truthfully, I don't like to lie or BS people. I don't think he's really in contention for that win after a spin like that. Not when the other guys, been able to nurse their tires naturally here. But still, able to recoup some points here, and that's what it's all about. Because right now, Lowe not having as good of a race as maybe some of us, tried to push on your plate here before we got rolling, but the lights do go out. We'll go back racing this time. 59 laps to go. Bear with me there. Doing the solo, had to wet the whistle a little bit. But we are almost halfway as this car rolls off. The caveman hunkers down on the inside. 3 and 4. Looks to the South Carolina sky. The green flag waves. We're back underway. Whirl right away sees that opening, and he slots down in there. Smart move. You see Flowers drive it in, almost get to the back of him. He had to get on the binders hard. Harden takes advantage. He gets a big run on the outside. Doesn't shut the door. Tries to a little late. Goes around. Oh, no! Harden, big stack up. We got the big one here at Myrtle Beach. And a bumper. A bumper slides down the track. And oh, is that the Canadian Goose? Good thing he's got wings, because I'll tell you what, any other guy would have been stuck on the outside. But he's going to realize it was all for naught. Right front broke. And, well, I kind of saw this one coming live. I said he didn't shut the door. Then it looked like he tried to do it in the center of the corner. And, you talk about nowhere to go. That's what you're going to see on the interstate. A big stack up. They all funnel into one another. And, man, we just ruined a lot of race cars there. Ladies and gentlemen, 12th is still in pit road. So what that tells me, they're going to be... Is he going to be a lap down, or will he be on the same lap? No, he'll be... We'll see how long he stays in here. He gets caught a lap down or not. But, man, at this point, you're basically... Oh, man, you got to keep going, even if you don't want to quit, because that 13th spot is so important. And P13 is starting on the pole next week. If Teamster, takes this unfortunate night and could maybe turn it into a win next week, but I'm looking at Flowers and Shane. They're both still on pit road, and the leaders just went by. So we are down to 12 cars on the lead lap here as Lewis Flowers is playing the game. He's on pit road right now, but he's been dipping out before the pace car comes around. But Feemster and who was the other one, Ryan? Did you say Shane? Oh, Jeffrey Harden. So Feemster and Jeffrey Harden have retired. Now what that tells me is we saw heavy damage for John Wilson. That thing's done. Adam Shane shouldn't get anything worse here than 13th. As long as he gets back out there and puts in, I'd say 15 or so more laps, John Wilson's going to have a lot of repair time if he would want to get out there and try to make up that spot. I mean, we saw when he drove off that wall, that right front wasn't moving, wasn't making contact with the race surface. So it's going to be in there a while, but we may have a little bit left. We're not even halfway. As we look to the sky, the green flag is high. We're going to make some rubber fly. We're back underway at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. 54 laps left to play. Front two, breakaway, no problem. There we got a battle, though, for fourth. Who is that in that purple machine? Is that Steve Hilbert? Look at Steve Hilbert, the chief on the outside, waving the tomahawk up there. What can he do? Not very often we see. Oh, contact behind! 93 goes around. That's Hazlett. We do get a caution flag. Boy, oh boy, couldn't tell what happened there to the Lipper. I think he gets some help here by the 7. He's living up with the name here. Davis just gives him a little love tap. You can see Davis got a little spooked by the first brake check. Got on the brakes, but then felt like they were ready to pick up the throttle, but the Lipper not on the same page, goes around. And great save. Could have been a lot worse. Could have made heavy contact with that outside wall, but let's go ahead and who we want to talk? Let's talk to Hilbert right now. Why not? Steve, Shaggy in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. How's it going, Shag?
If not as good as it's going for you right now, brother. Sitting inside the top 5. How we feeling, man? You ready to eat? Can you go get some more?
Yeah, I feel pretty good with it right now. I got some fast guys ahead of me, but it feels pretty good.
Yeah, and you know, let's be honest. Not very often we get this many cautions here, and we're only at the halfway point. Do you think that kind of helps you a little bit, Steve? Feel like you could nurse those tires, maybe have something left here for the final half?
Yeah, getting that many cautions and starting on the inside has helped a lot.
Well, hey, we're rooting for you, Steve. Get that thing on the podium. I want to talk to you again, brother. Give him hell.
All right, I want to say a quick shout out to Malachi and Maverick, a couple grandsons watching this down at their house.
Oh, there we go. Hey, you can shout out as many viewers as you want. We need to get Malachi and Maverick was the other one, Steve, right?
Yep.
We need to get them iRacing subscriptions. I mean, what are we doing here? Don't they have any driveways they can snow blow?
They're not old enough yet.
Okay, there we go. Well, hey, we'll get them early. You know, as soon as they're old enough, we got to hook them early, Steve.
Yep, you know it. Maverick did get his first time on the sim for a little bit today, so he's all pumped about it.
Oh, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Got him hooked. You watch out. You just cost yourself a lot of Christmas money, Steve.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll go ahead and send him back, Ryan. They're doubled up. They're ready to go. Oh, man, Maverick. I'll tell you what, they can get pricey. Don't settle for anything less than a direct drive, Maverick. You tell them I told you so. As they roll through 3 and 4 here, we'll look to that South Carolina sky one more time. Great jump by the caveman, and the front 4 absolutely get away. They're in their own area code. Now Hilbert's going to have to play a little defense here if he wants to hold on to P5. A side-by-side behind him between the quiet man, Ruben Altice. Not much of a side-by-side. Sharp may have kissed that wall. Loses one to Davis, may lose one more. Kurt Smith does get the spot here as they enter one. Sharp not going to go away. Stays on the outside. Not able to keep that momentum up, though, now coming off at 2. And what that tells me, a lot of these guys have ruined that right front tire. They're driving heavy on it here on the outside. And I'll tell you, Ryan, not that I want you to jump around, but we better get up to P2 because Whirl was on the slip and slide off of P4. Liston is right there. You can see he's got the quicker race car. Doesn't want to get aggressive. I hear somebody sliding. We got Hilbert. Oh, boy, Hilbert saves it. It looked like, I mean, we did have, the quiet man. All right, so here we go. So it's going to be Hilbert, but it's going to be the exact same thing we saw earlier. Ryan, check this out when we grab Hilbert. This wall's going to slow him down. And Altice is going to come in and try to make the move. But I'm not used to seeing this here. Where you're going to see it, he's going to roll off, and what's going to be actually coming down the backstretch. So hang on, it'll be coming up here. He's just going to roll off at 2. And this backstretch, it's like that fly pole. I mean, it is just slowing him down. Absolutely almost. I mean, you can see, look, they aren't going that fast, and he looks like Rocket Man coming in there, Altice does. In that 70 machine, he's just not expecting him to slow down that fast. And the fact that both of them didn't wad up 3 or 4 more cars with him is unbelievable. And man, that is, I am. Brian, feel free to chime in my ear if I'm wrong, but I never remember that being a thing here. I mean, I already had my cameras made here, so I know I've called my own personal races here at the racetrack as of recent, probably in the league my dad does. And I'm telling you, this is, and Ryan in my ear is agreeing with me, this is excessive, very excessive. I've never seen it play around like this. Wall's being nasty, not being nice here tonight. Gotta wonder. iRacing, they better be watching. We want this stuff fixed. We come back here next season as the lights go off on the pace car. And we'll take the green flag on lap 60. So you know the deal with racing. They can't ever make things easy. You got to count that number 60. So it's not 40 to go yet. We'll have 41. Do here. Not that it's never mind. Is that Barton in there? No. Okay. I thought I heard somebody coming alive on pit road, but we look to the sky. The green flag is high. The caveman goes late this time. Good restart. Gotta keep him guessing. He leads the way. Lowe thought about taking a swing on the outside. Couldn't get there. Has to fall in line now to protect. Doesn't want to let Davis get underneath James Lowe. Somehow, even after being having heavy contact on that nose inside the top 5, Altice, we saw him make contact there with that man on his outside. Mr. Hilbert holding firm for the moment. Drives it in deep on the outside, misses the apex, and the quiet man gonna beat him to the line this time. Move Altice up into P6. Kurt Smith on the outside behind was trying to look on Jeff Sharp. Couldn't do it. Saw Hilbert kind of missing his mark a little bit. Decided to fall back behind Sharp. But just as soon as I say that, Hilbert, he is not done, man. He is fighting back. These cautions definitely have helped that 52 machine, and somebody who we've seen in the past maybe burn up the tires a little too early. He has got plenty of meat left on that bone. He beats the quiet man to the line that time. Back and forth, back and forth. Hilbert with the slight advantage here going down the backstretch. Drives it in deep. Does he shut the door? Not going to do it. Altice inches back up to the number. Drives it in deep. Altice almost misses his mark. They get close to touching. They don't. But it may have scared Hilbert enough that Altice pulled even with him going down the backstretch. But Hilbert not going away, not scared that easy. Hilbert clear, 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 clear. Shuts the door. Hilbert back up into 6th. Wyatt at the front. Trey Bloom, no company here. Battle for 2nd. Still a little close. World holding off Liston. Liston taking a peek there on the inside. Oh, he almost just made contact. You see that gap widen up. That's because Liston slammed the brakes. Coming off a 2, almost made a little contact. It's Sharp on the outside. The 76 machine. Flowers on the bottom. Car in the outside wall. That's Hilbert. Flowers looks to the inside. Altice looks to the inside of Hilbert. Flowers had to get on the binders there. Sharp almost got back to the outside. Altice looks to the inside one more time. We've seen this story play out before. And looky who, somehow, they're running side by side as hard as they can, and they're reeling in that 7 of Chris Davis. Oh, Steve Hilbert. I mean, he is sending it in there. He is ready to go. Driving like Davis kicked his dog here. I mean, he is trying to run him down. And Davis protecting the bottom. That may be what Hilbert wants to see. That may slow up the quiet man a little bit here. Open up the can for Hilbert. But Hilbert got a little too low there. Maybe worried about playing too defensive. Just stick to the high side. Run what's been working for you here, Hilby. Big run here, middle off of 2. But Altice still has the spot. But now gets slowed down a little by Davis. Hilbert, oh boy, almost kisses the wall. Just looking for a close shave. They touch going into 1. Altice, known as the quiet man, but how long can he stay quiet in that 70 machine? Pitch down on the inside. He may have to get that thing a little wide. Hilbert looks to pinch him down. You see he's got a car under there. Boy, oh boy, here we go. Hilbert with a good run there. Had to back off of the throttle. They touch. Altice, oh boy, he sends it in. Slides up the racetrack. It's all clear, but now Altice has company. Here comes Lewis Flowers. Flowers working. Hilbert sticks on that outside, but he's going to have some company. Gotta go. Gotta get Davis underneath you because here comes Flowers. Lewis working that bottom in that all-white boarding machine. Needs some sponsorship. As boy, oh boy, it is not very often. I mean, you get 5th through 10th under the blanket here with 25 laps left to go. What a show these guys are putting on here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Oh, Flowers sent it in there, rides him up the racetrack a little bit on entry. That messes up Hilbert's exit. Flowers sent it in, almost gets into the back of Davis. He's got to get on the binders. Hilbert goes way up in the marble, almost 3 wide. Flowers gonna have to use that chrome horn or get to the top shelf because Davis is not getting off the bottom. Not gonna budge. That 7 machine on rails right now. May not be the quickest train on the tracks, but boy, oh boy, he's gonna be the hardest to move here. Trying to hold on to that final top 5 spot. Chrome horn! Davis goes around. We saw it coming. Flowers goes around, and somehow Hilbert gets a piece of it, and boy, oh boy, is that how they make a pro late model? 2 super late models parked head to head like that side of each other? Who knows, but they will find out. I'm hearing that's where the mini stocks come from, so that's what we were trying to see up there, but let's slow that down, Ryan. You can see, I mean, I called this. It was, you know, you're going to have to use the horn, but you don't want to do it middle off. You're going to lift that guy's rear end up, and he's going to go around exactly like he did. You got to shove him into the corner deep. If you're going to use that nose, make him miss the apex, and then beat him going down the straightaway. I mean, you can do it like that. Trust me, we just watched it. But when you do it like that, that's what's going to happen. And now, man, top 5. Those spots all but over now for Flowers and Davis. They aren't going to get back there. Moves Altice inside the top 5. I believe Hilbert, he went a lap down. He did. So, I mean, Steve, he was just minding his own business, having a clean run, and it got icky real quick. I'm not going to grab a guy here. I don't want to. I don't like ruffling feathers inside of 20 to go. I got to admit, though, as a driver, I did kind of always enjoy, getting pulled up. But me being the broadcaster, I would always ask a question. Definitely one. Ask one back, try to ask where guys were racing on the racetrack. Just, ask it in a way, where guys getting stuff done, and just a generic way to try to get a feel. But not many guys seem to need to take advantage of that in the asphalt, in the short track side. You got to be on the bottom. If you're not on the bottom, tough luck here this late. I mean, even if you're seeing Davis, you can be on the bottom and you're not safe. I mean, you got to be able to keep pace. I'm really going to be interested to see what James Lowe has here. Outside of row 2, we're going to have 18 laps to go. As the green flag set the wave, 18 laps left to play here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Liston didn't get the jump he would have liked. Can't fill the gap. Low, meanwhile, on the outside, battles for third. This is the spot for the battle for the final podium spot. Drives it in deep, trying to channel his inner Steve Hilbert on the outside. But, man, Liston's so good there off of 4. He's clear. The quiet man thought about stuffing his nose in there. He couldn't do it. Now we are back to single file here. Hilbert slides up the racetrack a little bit, but he's a lap down, so that's not really a battle for position there in that purple machine. And you're seeing here 16 to go. Drivers, they're gonna try if they can. It's one of those things, I mean, they had finally gotten that long green flag run. I'm sure drivers really used their stuff up to get where they're at, and now most of them really just in survival mode. And World gets loose! Oh no! He goes around! I mentioned about 20 laps ago, I said, Ryan, let's get up to P2. World was on the slip and slide, and he got back on it. He decided one ride wasn't enough. You see, I mean, it's a little damp right there. Just stomps the throttle, rear end washes around. Liston does an excellent job of only eating a little bit of nose damage. But I'll tell you what, Ryan, let's go back to live, because let's look at that top 3, baby. James Lowe, welcome to P2. The caveman. He may have just had woken up from a terrible dream, and I'm hearing from Ryan there. That's a good job by my producer. And I noticed that when he said it, he did clip the little turtles there on the inside, the little rumble strips. So that definitely, for your old slick tires, you can see them there on the inside. That's the perfect shot, Ryan. Those little white bumps. Clip them on old tires, full speed. That's going to upset the race car, and that's exactly what we saw there. Steve Hilbert now, welcome back to the lead lap. Now maybe he can pick up a couple extra spots here, the 52. That'd be nice for him to suck up a couple spots here. Right now, Hilbert would be starting P3 next week. So I'm one of those guys, and, I don't know. Hilbert probably not paying attention at all, probably doesn't care. And I know this maybe isn't the driver's spirit, per se, but I am not finishing 12th, and I am not finishing 10th. I am not starting on the outside next week. Not if I have that choice. If I am him, and I'm paying attention to that. I'm already going to start P3 next week. Maybe not getting the points I want tonight, but good chance to recover some next week, starting on the inside of road 2. So I would definitely be, that would be going back and forth across my mind multiple times. Got to get 2, 4, or none here from where he's at. You don't want to get them one at a time. As the drivers double up here, we're going to have a 10-lap shootout here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Not, sometimes you'll get 9, you'll get 11. How often do you get lucky? It falls right on the 10 here, 10 laps. Let's see what they got here. Hammer about to get dropped. Trey Bloom gonna have to pull out all the stops here. Got the point leader on the outside as the green flag waves were underway. Great jump there by Trey Bloom and James Lowe as well. Welcome to P2. He can slide himself down. Listen, a little slow. We got a car sideways. That's Whirl again. He goes around. Couldn't tell if he had help. And it does look like he did have some help. Who was it here? Tom Hilbert, I think, gives him a little lick in that 25 machine going into 1, lifts up the rear end, and he goes around. Davis gets a piece. A heavy shot there to that left rear of the 06. And sure, Davis, he'll probably be able to keep rolling around, but that may be one of them Whirl. I wouldn't be surprised. I forgot, SDK tells me that he does not have a meatball, but I wouldn't have been shocked if we would have caused some damage there to that rear tire. They don't like taking shots like that. It's lucky he's still going to be able to drive around. He's got, let's see, well, he's falling back to 11th. He's not gonna, I shouldn't say he's not gonna, because Davis is still out there. I mean, the lap's clicking off. Davis is 7 laps down. So if Whirl, let's do the math here. 1 more lap. And Whirl can't finish any worse than 11. He's on pit road, so he's flirting with it. Hopefully he's listening to me. And he realizes, hey, that spot isn't locked up. And Davis could go get 1 more if he's still out there rolling around. And no, I see Whirl. He must have drove down pit road slow. I see him officially on lap 93. So I would think that's the furthest Davis could get, being 7 laps down. But so he would lose out by just that pit road gap. Whirl should be good, but hey, don't hold me to that, Chris. Go out there and put 1 more down just to make it safe here. When we get the restart, we'll have 5 laps to go now. Drivers, they kicked away half of them there. 5-lap shootout now. It is going to be guns blazing. Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going on the format. Just 1 green-white checkered attempt, right? Or is there none? 1, okay. We are having 1 green-white checkered attempt for sure. Hopefully we don't need it. As we look to that South Carolina sky, the green flag is high. Let's watch the rubber fly. We're back underway. Good jump there for Liston, but not good enough. Can't get under low. And the top 3, 4, 5 going to slot in line here with 5 to go. The Caveman, did he save enough? Can he hold off the best we've had this season? James Lowe can taste 4 in a row. He's got 4 laps to go. He's got to get there, and I just don't know if he has it. Remember, heavy damage earlier. Lewis Flowers, though, peeking to the outside of the 76. He throws it in deep. They're side by side. The Caveman comes to 3 to go. There we go. Flowers got it at the line. Move them up to P6. 3 laps to go. They continue their side by side. Meanwhile, out front, Trey Bloom pulling away. James Lowe, you can see there, doesn't have the pace to hang. Does he even have the pace to hold off Todd Liston? That's going to be the question here. Only 1 mile left to play, 2 laps to go. Here, the Caveman, he can hear the angels singing. White flag waving. 1 lap to play for the Caveman as Liston, oh, I thought he was going to peek to the outside, couldn't do it. The Caveman rolls around for the final time, off the 2, down the backstretch. Trey Bloom started 6th, came from the middle of the pack and gets his first checkered flag of the season here in South Carolina. The Caveman gets it done. James Lowe, P2. And Todd Liston rounds out the podium as I talk really, really slow, drawing it out here so the Caveman can get to the line, do his little celebration. I can tell you guys we'll be right back with your full rundown and interviews of your top three. Stick around on the Virtual Grip Network. We are back live on the Virtual Grip Network after 100 laps here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway in South Carolina. And boy, we saw our fair share of cautions tonight, but we finally saw a new winner on the season, the Caveman. Trey Bloom gets it done, got out for the lead, I want to say around the halfway point. I'm not very good with that. Then never looked back. I mean, he had a little bit of trouble from listing at different points in time, flirting on the outside, but did a good job of bringing home the win. And there you see, Ryan beat me to it. We got the leaderboard there. James Lowe, Snooker's P2. Really, I can't wait to ask Todd Liston about that. He made the right call. He obviously has to get on the binders there and miss that wreck. Man, that cost him a spot and just not able to get back around James Lowe. Those two round out your podium. Quiet Man, Ruben Altice fourth. Kurt Smith rounds out the top five. Lewis Flowers, we saw him spin around there after contact with Chris Davis. He drives it back up to P6. Jeff Sharp, 7th. Chris Hazlett, 8th. Tom Hilbert, 9th. And rounding out the top 10, Chris Worrell. Steve Hilbert, 11th. Chris Davis, P12. And Kyle Feemster is going to start P1 next weekend. And, man, I already know what I'm going to write in the script. Hopefully Kyle can get out front. That should be his to lose. We'll put the pressure on him early. Adam Shane, P14. The Canadian Goose saw that right front get dislodged. He wasn't able to get back out there. He brings home P15. And Jeffrey Harden, tough break for him, but Mom and Pops, I hope you're feeling good at home. Now, what do we got here, P3? I just read it off. I don't remember. Let's go ahead. Let's pull up Todd Liston. Todd, Shaggy in the booth, brother. You got a copy?
10-4, I got you.
I'll tell you what, man. There aren't many times where you could say that you're quicker than that 99, but we both know, hey, you got the shaft tonight, man. You had to do the smart thing. Had to get on the binders when Chris goes around in front of you and you lose that spot. How tough is it? You got to be happy. We bring home a P3, but man, what could have been? This car had some pace tonight.
Hey, it's all about building momentum, and I'm glad I was able to read my car pretty well and have a good car at the finish, and it's building momentum, and I'm happy for that. It is hard because you have that like I've held them off for so long, and it's like it's great though. James is an awesome driver, and he's quick and consistent every week. So that's the luck of the draw.
Yeah, and, we agree 100% on James there. So let's be honest, man. I've been in your shoes a couple times, and, maybe not the spot you deserve. But what does that do for your confidence, man? You were all over that 99. You had the quicker car at the end. I know you felt it in there. I could see it up here. What does that do for the confidence the rest of the season?
Well, hopefully we can keep it up. I haven't been racing the super late models till we started this league for a while, so I'm kind of getting warmed back up to it again. And I think we'll have something for him coming forward. Maybe build some nice momentum for next season and come into the summer strong.
Hey, that's what we want to hear, brother. Heck of a job tonight. Way to round out that podium. 87 machine was quick tonight. We got anybody we want to thank, Todd?
I thank my wife, Caitlin, daughter, Juliana, son, James. I want to thank you guys up in the booth, putting on a great show every week, multiple times every week. And thank Lowell for putting it all on. And want to give a congratulations to Trey. It was a good win. He was the quickest car all night.
It was fun watching you guys run side by side, man. You were the show there for a lot of the laps. Congratulations on the podium, Todd. Hopefully we got you back again next week.
Thank you.
Todd Liston bringing home P3. Now we'll bring up the man who brought home P2. The quest for 4 in a row. Boy, oh boy, it came close, brother. You got there. It just seemed like, you really had to work that thing through traffic. I saw you have to get on the binders. We got some damage on the nose there from that car spinning out in front of you. At the end of the day, we probably just got to look up to the heavens and be happy we brought home P2, right?
Oh, yeah, it was all about survival there. My car was pretty destroyed. It wasn't turning very well. It didn't feel very good. So to come home second, I'm actually kind of thrilled about. Didn't deserve to be. Todd was faster than me, but just got lucky to get in front of him there and kind of could run my pace there, which was slower than his for sure. But it's all I had in it with the damage, and just kind of survived.
Yeah, I believe it was Chris who got loose there when he was running second, I think, coming out of 2. And when you see him slip up there, did you know the outside was going to be clear, or did you just kind of pin it and hope the C's were going to part there on the outside?
Yeah, with him spinning towards the inside wall, I figured the best case scenario was to go towards the wall and just hope for the best, and that's kind of what I did. And luckily we came out on the other side there and was able to hold on to it, but in no way, shape, or form. We were probably a 5th place car with all the damage, maybe, but we just kind of lucked our way up there and was able to finish off good.
Well, I would say, an average finish of, quick math, 1.25 here on the year. That's pretty damn good, James, and what a bar to set so far, 4 races through. 3 wins in a second. Congratulations on the P2. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Mount Mary Alice first and foremost. You guys for broadcasting. Might wait a little while to watch this one back. It was kind of long with all the cautions, but I'll watch it back eventually. And Lowell for putting all this on, and SteelCraft Structures for letting us broadcast these races. Just really appreciate it.
You're telling me, brother. I was by myself tonight. Congratulations on the P2, James. Can't wait to talk to you again.
Thanks, man.
James Lowe bringing home P2, but now we get to bring up the belle of the ball here. The caveman bringing home his first win of the season. Trey Bloom, boy, oh boy. You had to work, man. You and Liston battled long and hard, but you got to the lead. You never looked back. How'd this 32 machine feel tonight?
Felt so good tonight, especially my first couple super lates haven't gone my way this season. So yeah, this car, I felt fast. I actually had a ton of tire left at the end of the race, and I think I ran my fastest lap with like 5 to go or 10 to go. So yeah, this thing was on rails. I was feeling fast.
You know, obviously, you didn't waste your time getting to the front, but still, even so, there was caution after caution. Do you think that was helping you keep the tires cool? Maybe helped you get, a little further along than normal? Or do we think, it was kind of stunting you, breaking up momentum, and you having to go back to work? How did we feel about that early section of cautions there?
Yeah, I think for me, actually, it feels like it was more stressful because especially these cars, it's really easy to spin them out, or at least just burn off the rears, just trying to, gas it up too hard. So with every restart, and I was trying to be knowledgeable of where my restart is. I didn't want to be in the same spot every time, being predictable. So I was trying to change it up with every restart. And so I think it was more of a strategy game for me of just trying to make sure I wasn't predictable the whole night.
That being said, now you know the deal, Caveman. You've won plenty of these things. You're gonna start in the back next week. I mean, how do we work our way towards the front? How do we get through 12 guys and get back there one more time?
I think just being clean, saving tire, and being smooth. One of the things I really practiced this race was just kind of, in a way, like I feel like I drive in my mirror too much. So with this race, I was just trying to, once we got to the restart, I was like, all right, 10 more qualifying laps, or just trying to focus on what I was doing and keeping my points. And so I think just a little more focus and trying to save tire. And I think hopefully I'll be back up front next week.
Well, hey, you did a hell of a job, man. You were clearly the quickest car on the racetrack tonight, and it showed way at the end, and not many people have been able to drive away from that 99 this season. You had no problem doing it. Hell of a job, Trey. Congratulations. Got anybody you want to thank on the win?
Yeah, I'll thank SteelCraft Structures for sponsoring Super Late. Super happy to have them on board and helping the broadcast run for these super fun cars. Thank you guys in the booth, and Lowell and Ryan, everybody behind the scenes. Thanks to Luke Mansky Racing Performance for sponsoring me, and thanks to all the guys I race with. I love coming here every Friday, Saturday night. Anytime there's a BRL race, I try to make it, and it's fun.
We love having you, brother. You put on a hell of a show. You did that tonight. Congratulations. You're the winner at the Myrtle Beach Speedway.
All right, thank you.
Trey Bloom bringing home the win, and well, I'm by myself tonight, so why waste time? I mean, the Caveman won. We just talked to him. Let's talk about what's coming up next. I was terrible. I didn't even know where we were going to be next. Where are we next? That says we're at Lanier next week. There we go. Yeah, at the bottom. I was going to say, Ryan, it says we're at Myrtle Beach again, but today is Friday. Today is indeed not Saturday, February 7th. I thought it was Saturday for a couple hours. Not going to lie to you. So next Friday, we will be at Lanier, and that's another racetrack where, you can be that pain on the outside. So don't be surprised here if in the early stages next week, we see a lot of double file racing and guys using up that right front tire early to get spots on the outside. But that is going to wrap it up here for the BRL SteelCraft Superstructures. For SteelCraft Structures Super Late Model Series, as I finally get my script up. Here's normally where I'd say I'd like to thank my partner, but tonight it was just me and Ryan. So big shout out to Ryan for talking in my ear, letting me know what's going on, getting all the great camera angles that he always does. And well, last but not least, we want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight, and we can't wait to have you back next weekend. Have a good one.